What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Born a Biju, and yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, I kind of got this idea while going throughout your comments, and let me tell you, there are a lot of comments about Naruto being reborn as Sukuna with his powers and so on and so on. And the thing is that I haven't watched that anime. Well, not because I didn't want it, not because I couldn't, but the thing is that I did watch it only for 4 episodes, like when Sukuna used his ability to cut that demon in 4 slices, literally, his domain expansion or whatever. After that I stopped watching it. I have been keeping up with it through, YouTube short feeds, like the tidbits and this and that. And I'm quite saddened to find out that most of the amazing characters like Gojo and Nanami and many others have died. Even Nobaro has died. I mean, come on, seriously? And not only that, there is another thing. Attack of Titans, I heard it finally ended. I only watched a few seasons, the beginning one, but I do know what it is about. And it's quite an awesome one. I will be watching it soon, I guess. And moving onwards, please do recommend me some mangas if you want me to make some ideas. I'm open for suggestions. I mean, I would like to read some manga since I'm bored. Any isekai one, or comedy ones, or even actions ones as well. Anyways, enough said. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and don't worry, I will make your idea into short movie or movie tomorrow. And yeah, I kind of got this idea thanks to you guys, so shout out to all of you, I guess. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Story begins a few months before the October 10th in Konoha Gakure, as we go towards the said village, towards the Shinobi district, in which there was a house. The house was said to be the Kage mansion in which the current Kage and his family resided, which was basically 2 people now. A husband, Minato Namikaze, the Hokage of the said village, and the Yellow Flash, the strong shinobi who has reached at such a young age at the level S rank. And on the other side, his wife, a strong Konoichi, only second to Tsunade in the whole elemental nation, known as the Red Death on the battlefield, Kushina Uzumaki, who was taking kind of rest right now because she was pregnant. As now we see inside their home, as both of them were somewhat worried as they were seated. What? You can't be serious, Kushina. The seal is different? Why did you kept it a secret? Well, when I became a Jinchuriki, Mito-sama wanted me to be safe from the hardships that she endured while becoming a Jinchuriki on her own. When she went into labor, while being a Jinchuriki, the Kyuubi almost broke free and almost caused havoc multiple times, no matter how many times they prepared. And at that time, she knew when the time would come for this responsibility to be passed down, she had to be prepared. And that is why, when I became the Jinchuriki, the seal was different. It allowed me to keep the biju at bay. That is why I was able to negate from the side effects of being a Jinchuriki at all. I see, that does make sense. But Kushina, will it affect our child? That is something that I am worried about. She mainly prepared this seal so that the child would benefit, but I don't know, Minato. Last night when the Kyuubi and I talked in the mindscape, it was something horrifying that it revealed to me. What did it say? As now we have a flashback. It was yesterday night, as we see, as Kushina and Minato went to bed, but Kushina found herself in front of the Taira Biju over huge amount of lava and on a rock, being impaled in all 9 tails as well as in the neck and hands. Well, what does bring you here, Kushina? I don't know. I was supposed to be asleep. I could ask you the same question. Is it you who is playing these tricks? Yeah, like I would do that. I wouldn't even want to see your face for a second. You know that, right? So cut the crap, Kushina. What do you want from me? I don't want anything. Is it me, or are you looking weaker than before? Maybe the seal is working just fine. The seal? What do you mean, the seal? Isn't it the same one? It is quite different. While you were sealed away, Kushina, Mito-sama, before making me a Jinchuriki, altered the seal so much so that I would have no difficulty while bearing children in the future. I see. So that is why I have been feeling weaker and weaker, like my chakra is being ripped apart from me. And not only that, So is my power. What? What do you mean? Oh, Kushina, you don't even know what you and Mito has done. You went ahead with this plan and with this non-tested seal. But then again, it might have its own benefits and its own side effects. Only when your child is near birth you'll find out what kind of effect does it have on the fetus that is developing. What? Don't you dare try to harm my child, QB. I won't allow you to. You don't understand still, do you? My chakra is being ripped out and so is my power. If you're not taking it, then who is? Only you and I are here, and you being my Jinchuriki, only you can take that power. Unless, as Kushina's eyes widen, it's my child. Yes, Kushina, your child, the developing baby, is absorbing and feasting upon my chakra and power, and sooner or later, I too will vanish, and he will become a biju of its own right, if my guess is correct. What? What do you mean, will he? No. He will be a human, of course, but a biju who is completely innocent and powerful as well. Now think about it. Think about it, Kushina. As now we see, end of the flashback as Kushina was shown with a troubled face at the end. As now we see them both in the room again. This is quite a troublesome news, Kushina. What do you think? We should keep it hidden or something? Yes, I don't want anyone to know about this, not even our friends. Knowing what Danzo and the elders want, I think they would leverage over this Minato and they would try anything and everything in their power to take the child away from us since it is a human Jinchuriki. He is a human Jinchuriki. I don't want my Naruto to suffer. It's a boy. As Kushina in her, tense moment revealed the gender of the baby that they were going to have. Yes, I already chose the name Naruto, remember? You and I talked about it. From the book of your sensei, the only book that idiot ever wrote rightly. As both of them chuckled. I guess you're right. So, are you not? No, Kushina. As Kyubi said, the child is still innocent and powerful. We have to be careful, true, but he is our son. We will take responsibility and raise him. But what about the others? What if they find out? They won't. We have to keep this a secret for the time being. I will only tell this to Hiruzen-sama and Jiraiya-sensei, if possible, if you're okay with that. I guess they can be told, since they're the only ones we trust. As in the night time, Hiruzen was called, and Jiraiya, who was near the village, was summoned. It took a few more hours for Jiraiya to get by, and it was already 11 p.m. in the night time when Jiraiya arrived. Ah, Sensei, you're here, said Minato, opening the door. Well, you called and I arrived. It seemed urgent, so I came as fast as I could. Everything is okay? Yeah, kind of. As after arriving inside, Minato locked the door and checked that no one was watching them. Unknown to them, there was rustling in the nearby trees that surrounded their home. So, what is it? Ah, Sensei, you're here as well. Yes, Jiraiya. I have been called here as well by the both. They have been keeping this a secret from me for the time being, saying that only when you arrive this will be revealed to us. I don't understand, Minato, what it is that you want to talk about with us. It's about the biju. The QB. What? What happened? Is the seal malfunctioning? I know Mita-sama went through something similar, but we can take precautions. And Kushina, you have to stay strong, said Hiruzen as soon as this was revealed, because he knew the horrors that Mita-sama went through, the extreme pain. Wait, what? Sensei? You can't be. Yes. I saw. I was there, remember? You were just little kids and weren't even born at the time. Maybe. But I saw all that excruciating pain that Mita-sama went through when she gave birth. I was right there protecting her from the other villages. It was the skirmishes that was going on and the beginning of the first great shinobi war. It's not about that, said Minato. It's that actually the biju. It's at bay and it's completely, sealed away. But the problem is the seal. What? The seal? Is something wrong with it? No. The seal is working fine. It's just working too much fine. Too fine? I don't know what's wrong with that, I guess. Explain, Minato, said Hiruzen. Well, the thing is that the seal Mita-sama created after her own experiences and tested on Kushina was something new. Wait, tested? She told us that it was the same seal. It was an altered version, said Kushina. A newer version. When we were alone, she told me this. That this will help me in the future and it will allow me to go through the birthing process and all that without any pain that she has to suffer and the tense moment that the whole village endured. I see. So Mito-sama went ahead with this and didn't even reveal this to us. Typical Mito-sama. Anyways, so why does this matter then? If this is all, then everything is fine. You can go ahead and have the delivery in the hospital without the care of the world then. No, it's not that simple. The thing is that the Kushina a few days ago had, we were sleeping and Kushina went into her mindscape and there she met with the biju. And the biju reveals something quite interesting, something quite scary for us. That the chakra and power of it is being ripped, and Kushina being the Jinchuriki wasn't taking it then. It was the developing fetus that was absorbing and feasting upon the chakra and power of the biju, making it a human biju, said Hiruzen with wide eyes. As Jiraiya was shocked as well. Whoa, that is a lot of news to take in. And you decided this to tell us. Why? Because you're the only two we trust. Even if we have friends and the council, even if I am the Kage, we don't want anyone to be aware of this, because knowing that the council, to leverage the power to their side, they would do anything they want, and knowing that this is a fresh slate for the biju that they could control and manipulate, we don't want anyone to grab him from us. He is our child and heir to the Uzumaki clan. I see. You're right about that. But Minato, remember, a biju is a property of a village. If it is known that your son will become, I will not allow this to happen. If they push me so much, I will denounce my heritage here and leave with everything that I own to another village. And they, knowing them, will take me openly with open arms, take me in. As it was a threat that Minato gave. As that is when Hiruzen said, I know. I will try to protect you as much as I can. Sensei, please make sure that nobody's aware of this. I will make sure as well. As after that, Jiraiya said, oh, now that I'm here, I have something of my own to tell you. It's actually about the prophecy. Prophecy about maybe your child that you're having. What? What do you mean? Well, the child of prophecy is actually going to be the yellow and the red child. The only person that resembles something like that is you, Minato, and Kushina, the yellow flash and the red death. And your child will bring chaos after he reaches at the age of 15. What? He will destroy the elemental nations. As even Hiruzen was now terrified. Minato, Kushina, I know this may sound bad, but I think you need to abort this child. If the prophecy states that, then the whole world is at risk. The whole shinobi system is at risk. We can't allow that to happen. No, I won't. He's just an innocent child. He wouldn't cause any trouble. I know, Sensei, the prophecies can be altered, and plus, it's from an opium drinking toad, an old toad. It can't be that serious. I mean, he always has been wrong about the prophecy. First he said that Minato might be the child of prophecy, and even before, he thought I was the child of prophecy. So, maybe he's wrong about Naruto as well. But what if he isn't? Sensei, nothing would happen, okay? I just wanted to tell you this because, well, I thought that it kind of, made sense. The kid possesses the power of a biju, the strongest biju, and he can be manipulated as well with the Sharingan, like in the past, like Madara did, because he will be able to break free from it, since he is a human. Remember, Jiraiya, this is dangerous. Think about this, Minato, before it is too late. I will. As after the both of them left, Kushina went to her room and locked it. Kushina opened the door. I need to talk to you. As Minato opened the door to see that Kushina was about to escape. Kushina, stop! As he grabbed Kushina, as he brought her in. No, I won't allow you or any of them to harm my child. He's just an innocent boy. He hasn't done anything yet, and they're just labeling him as a monster, like he doesn't even need to exist. I won't stand for this, Minato. Neither would I. He's our son. Remember when we vowed that I will protect my child, even if it means the end of the world? Yes, it is time that I fulfill that promise. And the next morning, Minato gave in the resignation letter as well as the hat. I'm not suitable, because I won't be able to make this tough choice after all. Really? Is this the extent of your loyalty, Minato? Loyalty is one thing, but family is another. I won't do anything, not even for loyalty, to my child or my family, even if it means burning the world in front of me. Then you are a threat as well, Minato. You know that, right? I wish that the prophecy, as Jiraiya stated, is not true. I will keep this hidden. You are free to go, but you will not be allowed to stay or set foot again in Konoha. Remember that. I know. As after that, Minato took everything belonging to Namikaze and Uzumaki, and his own, as well as all of their money, and sold their lands and moved away from there. Instead of going to any other village, they moved towards the Uzushio Gakure ruins because Kushina wanted them to go there. And thanks to some construction builders, Minato's allies from the past, they were able to build a huge amount of land in which their home was situated and their compound. And Kushina, being a seal master alongside with Minato, was able to create the same barrier seals of the Uzumakis and in much more protective manner around them, so that nobody could go in or out aside from them, because Minato installed only their blood samples within the seal matrix, and only those who they allow will be able to set foot on their land and nobody else. Minato knew that these precautionary measures were needed, and now, soon after that, thanks to Tsunade and Jiraiya being there, the child was born. And after the child's birth, Naruto was named as such. He had 3 whisker marks and blue eyes, but instead of irises like dots, it had slits in them, as this was the only feature that resembled Kyuubi. But aside from that, he was just an innocent kid. As on the other side, in Konoha, Hiruzen took over the seat of the Hokage. The elders were getting suspicious. Why would Minato leave while being at his prime and hand the hat back to Hiruzen? It doesn't make any sense right before his child was born. Something is off here. Do you know what it is, Homura? Said Koharu. I don't know. What about you, Danzo? I think I know what it is. I have been keeping an eye on Kushina since she has become pregnant. Because Mito-sama's seal, remember? But turns out the seal is quite different placed upon her, and the child might be a hybrid biju. A new biju in human skin and form. What? So they took away our biju? Of course they did. We have to get him back. He's the property of the Konoha. You know as much as I know that wouldn't be possible now that where they are, they're secure. That is their free land, and land of Fire Daimyo, whose wife is also an Uzumaki, protects them, since she is cousin of Kushina. You want to go through with it? Be my guest, but remember this. It will cost you your life, and I don't want to set a foot in it right now. Wait, said Homura, you mean right now? You are planning on it? Of course I am. All we can do is for the time being wait and make sure our power, as it is continuously growing now, since the hat has been under Hiruzen, we make sure that change of the power turn towards us, and only Hiruzen turns to a figurehead and is able to be manipulated and controlled by us easily. And only then will lash out on both of the traitors and take their child as our own. You're a genius, Danzo. I wonder why you were not made the Hokage by Sensei. A foolish mistake on his end. Even if he was a perfect shinobi, even he was a human only, capable of making mistakes in the end. You're right. You're right about that. As now we see, time passed as a few years went by as Naruto reached at the age of 8. He was strong, so strong that at the age of 8, even with just being his chakra unlocked, he was able to pull and drag and even lift up and carry huge amount of wooden logs, as well as punch and turn a tree into splinters because of his brute strength from the Kyuubi. As thanks to that, Tsunade has been teaching him strength control, since she thought that why not remain here with her family. And not only that, she has gotten close to Naruto and become his Bachan, and on the other side so has Jiraiya as his Oji-san, and Erosanin as well. That always dotes on Naruto and also trains him, as he and Minato has been taking some missions of their own and working as a freelance mercenary for the daimyo so that they could earn their keep. Even if they didn't needed the money because they have enough to live by all their lives, they knew that they need to work so that Naruto would work, taking an example from them. As currently Kushina and Tsunade were alone at home with Naruto, as Naruto dragged some logs behind him. Well, I brought the wood to turn into firewood. Thanks, Naruto. How about you go in and have some lunch? I'll do this. As this was going on, Tsunade suddenly stopped. As she looked into the axe, as she saw a glowing thing nearby. Immediately she turned and, using the axe, she was able to split the sunbone that was thrown at her into 2 pieces. As that is when she dashed inside and locked the doors and activated the second barrier seal. Kushina, some intruders are here. What? How did they get in? As now we see, those 2 intruders were none other than Nagato, who was also an Uzumaki, and Nagato and Konan, as well as another Uzumaki with them, a little girl known as Karin. Who are you? Come outside. This is our land. Why are you here? What do you mean? We have been living here for a few years now. There was no one here. We left a few years ago. We left to get some money so that we can build our home back here, said Nagato, a weak-looking Uzumaki with his eyes that were covered with red hair. As Naruto then went outside to talk to him. You're an Uzumaki, right? You have similar hair like Kachan. As that is when Kushina stood outside as well. To her surprise, it was his cousin Nagato, who was at the time just a little baby. Nagato? Is that you? Wait, Kushina Neisama. But how? I thought you were in Konoha. We just went there a few months back, but they told us that you left. I know. I left a few years ago to settle down here. Come inside. As the 3 of them were brought inside, Naruto made an instant friend, Karin, as both Karin and Naruto were playing as Tsunade was watching over them. So what happened? I heard that after the village fell apart, your family moved to Amegakure. I got a few letters from the cousin, but after that, nothing. Well, they died. Amegakure under the rule of Hanzo the Salamander. Many things went wrong. And soon after that, we made a group known as Akatsuki with our other friend, Yahiko. And he died as well. And we tried to control the group, but they turned into savages, turning the whole Akatsuki perspective, which was to save people and preserve, into destroy. We left. We couldn't bear with this. The memory of Yahiko and his legacy turning into this that we couldn't protect because we were weak. We left. I see. So what about her? We founded her while we left at that time. She was alone here, being dragged by some ninjas from what seemed like Sound Village. We killed them and took her with us. And from then on she has been with us since her, granny died. I see. And we have been on the run, just getting by here and there, and we were trying to find you, but in Konoha we were not able to do so after we were able to finally track you down. And once we returned home after losing all hope, here you are. I'm so sorry. I should have contacted you. It's alright, I guess. As that is when Jiraiya as well as Minato appeared, and he was shocked to see his students. Wait, Nagato? Konan, what are you 2 doing here? Where is Yahiko? He died, Sensei. He died a long time ago. We were not able to become ideal students like you want us to be. As Nagato was surprised when Jiraiya went and gave them both a hug and patted their heads. You did enough. You tried enough, kid. It's good that you're here now. Is it alright if they're family? Said Kushina. Of course they can. As this was going on, and Naruto's years continue, as Naruto and now Karin begin to grow under the guidance of such people, we see that on the other side, the new Akatsuki, which was under the regime of Madara, the masked person, and his henchman known as Zetsu, while the other remained the same except for now Nagato and Konan, were in Amagakure. We have been able to track down the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki of where she have went. As for the others, we have already found them and already know their whereabouts. So if any one of you, anyone, is able to find out where they are, hunt them down and bring him to me. Hi, now spread out. We will begin our mission soon, real soon. As after that, we see in Konoha, as the scene cut towards it, a council meeting was going on, more like raging on now. It has been 10 years since Minato and Kushina departed from Konoha, and Hiruzen has been trying his best to make sure that people never talked about them, but it seems like Danzo had other plans. He has been grappling power while he was just trying to maintain peace, and now he only remained as a figurehead. We demand that the Jinchuriki is brought back. It has been 10 years. There is a new war on the horizon, and we need it for our own. It is not that simple. Even if he is a Jinchuriki, he is Uzumakis. Uzumakis were the allies who provided us the Jinchurikis. So legally, the Uzumakis are dead. After their death, as their close allies, everything of their own belongs to us. So it is right that the Jinchuriki is ours for the past hundreds of years. And now, it is time that we take what's ours back, even if it means to kill a few that has been left. Said Danzo. It's not that simple. If you won't, then I will. Go ahead then. Try what you can. As on the other side, Danzo now smiling, knowing that he was ready to send out his soldiers, he signaled out, as a bunch of envoys were sent. But at the time they arrived near the hideout of the Uzumakis and Uzushio Gakure, they were hit with a invisible barrier. Now everyone was alerted as Minato stood in front of them. Halt! State your business. Minato Namikaze, you are under arrest for being a traitor, and you will be executed, and the Jinchuriki will be taken back to Konoha, and you as well, Kushina Uzumaki. As hearing this, Minato tried to reason with them, but that is when one of the seal masters with them was able to break through the seal and enter inside. What? As to their surprise, they were not in small number. Danzo has sent his whole route envoys, 250 of them, and not only that, on the other side, some envoys from Konoha has went as well because Danzo has been now the true power. What are you all doing? I'm sorry, Hokage-sama, Minato-sama, but it is our duty as shinobi of Konoha to do this. We cannot deny the orders. As Minato then had no other choice but to fight, but as they all fought, even they were outnumbered, and seeing this, Naruto saw his father getting stabbed, and that was enough. And soon after that, Naruto's eyes, which were blue, turned red as Nine-Tails emerged from behind him, as he transformed into the full-fledged form of the Kyuubi. As the Kyuubi became visible, Naruto literally slashed, and with a single slash, more than 150 of them were killed, as everyone froze. And that is when a Bijudama being charged was thrown at them, destroying more than 80% radius that was nearby in the forest, turning it into nothing more than a gaping hole. As only a few shinobis remained, as Naruto was looking at them with rage, as that is when Kushina then said, "Naruto, stop!" As in that instant, Naruto stopped, only for Kushina to be stabbed with a senbon straight through her heart. As Naruto, seeing this, looked towards who it was, and it was an Uchiha who did this. Naruto grabbed that in the fox form and crushed it with his fist, his blood seeping out of the closed fist. As Naruto roared and began to march towards Konoha. Where is he going? Kushina! No! Said Minato, as Jiraiya went towards Naruto to stop him. As on the other side, Minato went towards his wife, and seeing her like this and paling, he looked towards Tsunade, who arrived there instantly and pulled out the senbon needle and healed her. She is alive, but she's unconscious. As Minato then said, I have to stop Naruto before he does anything. But should I? Yes, Minato. Should you? It is Konoha who agitated him. Let them have some trouble. You're not loyal to them. They even labeled you as a traitor. What's the point of going back to that asshole of a village? You can't be serious. That was built by my grandfather, I know. It's just a husk of its former glory. Sensei couldn't have maintained that village. I say, let them have a taste of their own medicine. As on the other side, Jiraiya was suddenly flung back and were laying there next to them in broken form. He flung me back. He isn't listening. Wait, Minato, you have to stop him. Why are you standing here? I don't think I'm gonna go and help. What? Minato, that place was your home. No, they blame me as a traitor. It is high time that Naruto gives them a taste of their own medicine. They wanted their biju. That biju is marching towards them. I want to see how they fight. Knowing that their 80% of the Anbu population has been wiped out, I would like to see how Konan survives that. Minato, you can't be. It's alright, Jiraiya. We were told to be loyal to our team. You have a loyalty here. Are you gonna let us, your new family, who you have, be trampled upon by Konoha? How many times your loyalty has been tested by them? It is time we test your loyalty, Jiraiya. Who are you loyal to? Your village who keep you like on a leash like a dog, or us, a family? As Jiraiya then gritted his teeth and slammed his fist on the ground. Damn it! Damn it all! As he just sat there. Good, Jiraiya. As on the other side, Naruto arrived in front of the gates as Danzo was standing there. As Naruto roared, and with a single slash of his tail, the destruction pursued. One by one, everyone was trampled. No matter how many tactics they tried, Naruto wasn't stopped. With the pure blinded rage and Bijudama after Bijudama, Naruto in his nine-tail form state was causing havoc and destruction. And that is when the Akatsuki leader, the masked person, arrived. Well, the nine-tail has emerged, it seems. Well, it will be simple. What do you think, Zetsu? Should we take it? It is free. It is possible that we take it and store it for the time being, and after, when every other biju is caught, we'll use it. Good. But that is when the biju's eyes fell upon them. As with a single slash, Madara witnessed that his neck was cleaved off and on the ground. What? As that is when huge amount of blood, like a fountain, came out of his neck, and that is when he fell to the ground, his vision turning black. No! No! Obito! And next thing Zetsu saw was a Bijudama, turning it into nothing more than ash. Naruto's rage no new bounds. Since his mother was stabbed in front of him in the raged form, he wasn't stopping. As that is when Hiruzen muttered out, "You were wrong, Jiraiya. The prophecy has begun. Begun because of the foolishness of the Konoha, it seems. And there is nothing we can do now." As that is when the whole Konoha was turned into ashes. But Naruto didn't stop there. He marched towards the other village, Sunagakure, and seeing the nine tails, the one tails reacted, and after gaining the consciousness of the Jinchuriki, it too, with the help of nine tails, destroyed the whole Suna. And next they moved towards Kumo, and seeing that the bijus were rising, the two tails also joined them as well in its biju form, but to stop them, not fight with them. This village, it's off limits. As the nine tails roared, and the one tail stopping it then talked, because Naruto was now not himself. "What do you mean, Matatabe? They have used us and abused us and own us like we are some sort of property. Kurama here sees it. That thing is not Kurama. It is something entirely new." "What? Open your eyes, Shikaku. That is not our brother. It is something new. The new nine-tailed, it seems. It can't be. We have to stop it before it destroys many innocent lives." Kumo is off limits, but Naruto, with a single thrash of his tail, threw the two bijus away and began his march. Soon Kumo was too leveled out, while Naruto's tail were alone enough to deal with the two bijus, for what it seemed, as both of the Jinchurikis now lay on the ground. Gaara, mentally disturbed, "Mother, it hurts." And Matatabe, Jinchuriki, Yujito then standing up, "Only you can stop it, B-san. Where are you, bud?" And that is when the eight tails appeared, but only for Naruto to grab it by neck and slam it against the already destroyed village, as barrage of punches came towards nine tails. But soon after that, eight tails and nine tails fight leveled the whole village, but some of them were survived, as A watched with hopeful eyes, only for the nine tails to turn into after taking a huge beating from the Eight Tails and the other two bijus who were again risen up into the form of a small kid who seemed like 12 to 13 years old. His hair now long grown, his eyes turned black, but his irises and eyelids turned complete red with slits in them. His teeth turned into canines, and his nails turned into sharp nails, like that of a claws. Step out of my way. I need to teach them all a lesson. What do you mean? They killed my mother, and they all need to pay. And only when they all die, their blood is shed, that I will stop. They haven't done anything to you or your mother. I, as the Kage of this village, attest to you that we haven't done anything to you, kid. Why have you caused such damage and harm? You all will pay. Oh no, said Matatabe. Remember, Gyuki, the Tenchuriki, the new Nine Tails, the one about the destruction of the whole shinobi world, it seems. It seems it's happening. You can't be. Right, I mean, it is possible? Wait, the one that father talked about. It is happening, Yuki. That is not Kurama. That is not the Nine Tails. It's the hybrid biju. The human biju. Kurama is no more here. Meaning the prophecy, the one that destroys everything, is now in order. And he's carrying it out. We have to stop him. What? What do you mean, Eight Tails? That human over there is the new biju. A human biju. The nine-tailed biju. And it was prophesied by the sage himself that if that is to be happen, then the whole elemental nation will fall. And there's nothing we can do about it. Because if that happens, then the sins of the elemental nation have exceeded way too much. And it seems that it has happened. So you know what it means, right? Oh no. Is there anything we can do? No, unfortunately. I will then not eradicate you. But the others are not so sure, so stay out of my way. Go ahead. We won't stop you. What? What do you mean? Many innocents, they're not innocents, eh? You should be grateful that it allowed you to live. Go on, kid. We won't bother you. Good. As Naruto marched out, as on the other side, Kushina have woken up. It has been a few days since Naruto has begun his rampage. As now we see Kushina waking up, gasped for air, and that is when Minato grabbed Kushina. You're fine. As Jiraiya bandaged up, then said, the whole elemental nation is upside down thanks to Naruto. We have to do something. He won't stop. I don't care, Sensei. Minato, it isn't like you. I don't care. They tried to harm my son. They tried to harm our family. It is what they deserve. All of them do. It isn't like you, Minato. You were not like this. I don't know what happened to me, but I think it is good. I have opened my eyes. Blind loyalty to what cause, Sensei? For the greater good? Only for them to turn again and start this shit all over again. I'm tired of this. This needs to end. They need to open their eyes and see what they have done. If my child is the catalyst to the destruction, then so be it. I'm proud of him for what he has done, making them pay for their own mistakes that they have been causing since the beginning of the time. As now we see, on the other side, Naruto in his new form that he was, the corrupt form, in human/biju form, arrived, as it was Iwagakure, and it was leveled, as he was standing on the other skirts. I have done my work. The elemental nation has paid. And that was true. Within those few days, wherever Naruto went, destruction followed suit, and the bijus and the remaining survivors only watched in horror at what has been done. The whole elemental nation has been leveled. The population was reduced to only a few hundreds. All over it. As now we see Naruto halted as he face vaulted towards the ground and passed out. As the other Akatsuki members, knowing that their leader was killed, grabbed him and brought him into Amekakure for extraction. And only then Naruto woke up and more destruction pursued, and soon Amekakure too was destroyed, it seems. And there Naruto laid, only for Jiraiya to find him and bring him back. And once Naruto woke up, he was now in this corrupted state of his forever. What happened? Where am I? Only then he saw the visage of his mother, who then gave him a tight hug as Naruto did the same, as tears welled up in his eyes. I thought you were gone, Mom. But you're here. How is this? I'm fine, Naruto. I'm fine thanks to you. I'm not going anywhere, I promise, my son. I'll stay with you forever. You promise? Yes, I do. I don't know what it took over me. It seems I had to do this. I was so mad. I was so enraged. What you did, kid, I don't condemn it. I think the elemental nation deserved it. All of them did. Heck, even we do. But I wish that there was another way. There should have been, there might have been. But there wasn't because they'd left us no choice. And now I'm sure that Konoha and the others will know, or those who have survived at least, not to mess with us. Any of us. I guess you're right about that. Minato. As now we see a few more years passed, as the humans that have been survived throughout this whole devastating event were able to now make new villages and live with peace. There was no war because they knew if something like that happened, same consequences will follow suit. And A was the one who assured them and the remaining bijus there as well. And on the other side, Naruto has reached at the age of 18 now. And in that form, Naruto and Karin fell in love, and now both of them were married as well. And Karin was expecting. A new biju was soon going to be born, a humanoid biju. And Naruto and his family were going to embrace it. People hated them because they labeled them as the destroyers, but they knew they could do nothing against them. Because if they did, then their hatred will continue. And the hatred continued will bring back a new Naruto to destroy and level them even more. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.